Today's topic is who can you trust? The internet is full of misinformation. AI chatbots have hallucinations. All sorts of ways to get the wrong information that you need. So in engineering and in general, who can you trust? First, you have to ask, what's in it for the content creator? Basically, follow the money. Who stands to make money from providing you with information? This is the information age. Information is currency. So, what's in it for the content creator? Google? Does it provide good information all the time? No. It's there to sell ads. A free service isn't free. If you're not paying for it, you are the product. They're gathering your personal information, your search habits, your browsing habits, and selling that information to advertisers who want to sell you their product. So it's a matter of a free service isn't free when you look at behind the scenes. So Google, sometimes. How about YouTube? What is the content provider? Some guy in his mom's basement filming YouTube videos. What's in it for him? He wants views, he wants likes, he wants shares and all that sort of stuff, and he'll do anything to get those. If that's providing good information, okay, but it's usually a matter of entertainment and telling you what you want to hear to get you to subscribe, to like, to share the videos, whatever. So YouTube, again, sometimes. ChatGPT? Is it BT or PT? PT. I think we can all speak to chatbot's ability to hallucinate and give you information it thinks you want. It thinks you want to hear. And again, what's in it for them? Who here pays for ChatGPT? One hand. Oh, three. Okay. And I'd really willing to wager they get better information than the rest of you. Because they're paying for it. The rest of you are just providing it with data to learn and update the models that are used in behind the scenes. Again, you are the product. to improve the product that they're trying to sell. And they do sell. People do pay to use ChatGPT and various other chatbots. So if you pay for it, you can probably trust it. So when you're getting into engineering, you need reliable information. Who can you get that from? Steadily reliable information. Manufacturers. Manufacturers, they're up front. They want to sell you their products. You want to learn about a processor? They'll be happy to tell you because they want you to buy their processor. They're going to give you good information so you continually buy their products. It is in their financial best interests to provide you with good, reliable information. So that means data sheets. Go to a company's website and search for the documentation for the product that you're looking for, and you will find good information. Yes, you'll get a lot of information. I use a processor that I use and you learn about in computer org. The data sheet is 684 pages. Everything you could possibly want to know about that processor. But it's in the company's best interest to do that so there's no surprises. So you can learn to use the processor in a proper manner. So so the processor will be reliable. So you will buy more processors. So follow the money. Who stands to make money from you getting information? The manufacturers are. The following advice is don't lie, but you could even call up the technical support of these companies and tell them you're designing a product with the implication that you're going to be buying tons of their product, and you need help designing with their product. Leave out the part that you're a student. That might turn them off a little bit. But if they think they're going to be part of a mass production product line, they're going to be, oh, hey, how can we help you today? How can we make you happy? That they want to sell more products, so they're going to do what they can to do that. It's in their best interest to help you. Company-sponsored or produced YouTube. Yes, companies make YouTube videos about their products, to introduce you to their products, to train you how to use them. Those you can trust. if they're produced and sponsored by the company, you can trust those. They're not there to entertain you. They're not there to tell you what you want to hear. They're there to make money, to sell you their products. A 2-hour YouTube video is basically on a processor or some sort of chip or whatever, is basically a 2-hour long commercial trying to get you to buy their product. This one goes with learning programming languages. The organizations that keep track of and do all the standardization of programming languages produce videos as well. They want you to use their language, and companies like Oracle and Microsoft get royalties off of what you write with their programs, so they want you to write good programs with their languages, so they're going to produce good videos, good informational videos. But I mentioned Oracle because they're the caretakers of Java. You can, if you're doing using Java for commercial purposes, you're supposed to get a license, pay for a license for it from Oracle. But basically what it boils down to is follow the money. Who stands to make money from you getting your information that you want? On the not so reliable information front is the Wikipedia. Wikipedia has a lot of good information, but it has some errors in it as well. You have to read them carefully, read the articles carefully. So what you can do is use Wikipedia as a search engine. Look at the references. Good articles have footnotes at the bottom of the article with links to the source that was used to write the article in Wikipedia. Those sources are generally reliable. Sometimes they're misquoted in the article, though. So if you go to the footnotes and follow the links for the source of the information, it'll take you to manufacturers' websites. It'll take you to company-sponsored content on social media, that sort of thing. When I was an undergrad, I had to do a paper on John McEnroe. I started at Wikipedia, but I read the article, and it was interesting enough and all that. But I made a note of the footnotes, and it referenced articles written about him in Sports Illustrated, interviews on talk shows, stats from the United States Tennis Association, that sort of thing. First-hand information that they wrote the article from. That's what I referenced in my paper, was those first-hand sources, not Wikipedia. Generally, professors, if you reference Wikipedia, will mark you down or even not accept the paper. Wikipedia is not a consistently reliable source of information. So look at the references. Use Wikipedia as a search engine for what you want to learn about. Another good source of information, kind of indirectly, good product distributors. And I'm not talking about Amazon. Amazon doesn't have references to the data sheets and manufacturers' websites. They don't include the links for those on their product pages. Good product distributors like Mouser, DigiKey, Jamico they do include manufacturer website links and links to data sheets. So you can look up, okay, before I buy this thing, I want to make sure I know it's right for what I'm doing. I want to make sure I know how to use it properly. That sort of thing. Go to good specialized distributors for information. Again, they're wanting you to order products through them so they can make money. So it's in their, again, financial best interest to provide you with the information you need to make an informed buying decision. So when it comes to getting reliable information, follow the money, question what's in it for them. Do they have skin in the game? Are they just producing content to be popular or that sort of thing? There are some nonprofit groups that get grant money from various sources that provide good information as well. They get grants for educational purposes, and if they are successful, they continue to get grant money. If they do not do a good job teaching and that sort of thing, the grant money will dry up and they'll be out of business. But nonprofit organizations still have to operate. Open source software, it may be free, but the software engineers that write it, they have to pay the mortgage too. They have to keep their lights on. They have to eat. So where are they getting their money? Nonprofit organizations is one way. A lot of the better open source software is operates on a donations system, or is produced by professors and students at universities. So they're getting paid from a different source rather than you paying for the software. But nothing is free, at least not in this country. And you got to follow the money to figure out what the motives are behind what people are feeding you. Professors are a good source of information. A professor is paid to educate you. If they don't do that, if they can't deliver on the promise to educate, they'll be out of a job. Again, it's about the money. Okay, in education, it's not a whole lot of money, but it's still, enough to pay the bills, put food on the table, that sort of thing. And professors, especially those with PhDs, are aware of how to do proper research and find good information to provide to students. So professors are a good source of information as well while you're here. When in doubt, ask somebody that should know. And a good professor won't make stuff up if they don't know. Not knowing is one of the foundational ideas behind doing research. You don't know something, so you research to find out what the answer is to the question. So professors are trained in that. The process of going through a PhD, a vast majority of the doctoral program is learning about and doing good research to find the answers to research questions. So, PhD, pretty smart dude or dudette. But ask yourself, are you the product? Like for Google, okay, what's in it for them? For the YouTuber, what's in it for them? Manufacturers, again, they're upfront. They want to sell you something. Likewise with distributors, they want to sell you something, so they're going to be honest with you. It's against the law to false advertise, so they try to provide you with good buying decision information. Anyway, that's my spiel on who can you trust. Try to think about this when you're going out on the internet and getting information. A little thing about ChatGPT and similar chatbots. When you use the chatbot to generate code for a homework assignment or a project or whatever, who owns the code? You didn't write it. Who owns the code? The company that owns the chatbot does. It's not yours. That's an ethical consideration that you should take into account. Now, I'll admit I've used chatbots in programming before because they're good. They're not good at writing code. They hallucinate a lot. They're getting better, but they still hallucinate a lot. But they are good at debugging. If you write some code and it's not working like it should and you can't figure out why, take that snippet, drop it into a chatbot, see what it has to say. It's still your code. You wrote it. But you're just getting a little bit of help from an outside source on the debugging. And then take what it gives you as a as the possible bug and adjust your code accordingly. But don't just take code generated by a chatbot and drop it into a project or homework assignment, especially if you don't know if it works. That's why you need to learn the fundamentals so you can recognize when a chatbot is hallucinating. So I'm not saying don't use AI tools. They are very handy and very useful. Just you have to know how to use them properly and ethically. So anyway, I guess that should about wrap things up for the day. One more lecture on Wednesday. Hopefully I'll have my tablet working properly and I can take roll then. For those who don't know, the final is going to be Monday of finals week from 4 to 6 p.m. So it's a 2-hour final. It's comprehensive. I've written it already. 40 questions from beginning to end, beginning of the semester to the end of the semester. So some repeat questions from previous examinations, some new ones, but be ready for it. Organize your notes, and I will see you Wednesday afternoon. Have a good day.